Let's solve this exponential equation together. Is it something you can do? It's just so easy. Let me take you through it step by step. So we are going to begin with our solution. So this is what we have. 7 to the power of x add 7 to the power of 2t plus 7 to the power of 3t is equal to 14. Now, when you have this, what do? Just quickly remember that for every a to the power of m raised to the power of n is a to the power of m multiplied by n. So it means that this can be written in this form and this in this form. Now, if you look at this, we can rewrite this to be in this form. So in that case, we have 7 to the power of t plus. For this, it can be written as 7 to the power of t raised to the power of 2. If you multiply this, obeying what we stated, it gives you back 7 to the power of 2t. Plus, do same here. So we have this raised to power 3 is 14. And what do we do next? You see that these are repeated. So quickly use another variable to replace it so that you can easily work with it. So you can choose y. You are free to choose any one of your choice. So let's replace this in the above equation and let's do that together. And if you are returning viewer, thank you for choosing to learn through us. And if you find this tutorial interesting, don't forget to like, share so that the algorithm send it to more people. And if you are still new, hit that subscription button. We have more to give to you. So from here, we now have 7 to the power of t, we replace with y. So we are going to now write y plus, for this we're having y squared plus y cubed is equal to 14. And what do? This has led you to a polynomial of degree 3, or what we call the cubic equation, because you see that the highest power of y is 3. So we write this, we are having, begin with the one of the highest power. So we now have plus y squared plus y is equal to 14. And what do next? This is the same as y cubed plus y squared plus y. To remove this, you know it's positive, so you subtract 14 from both sides. When you subtract it, it becomes 0. And what do? At this point, we are going to find one of the solutions of this particular equation, and then it will help us to find the remaining. Remember, for it to be cubic, because of the highest power is 3, it shows we want to get 3 values of x, 3 values of y. So to do that, we are going to get the factors of this number 14, that when we substitute here, it should be equal to 0. So we are going to go with both the positive and negative values of factors of 14. We have plus or minus 1, we have plus or minus 2, and the rest of them. So we are going to check for this to see the one that when we substitute, it should be equal to 0. Let's do that together. So let's check for if y is 1, plug it here. You're going to have 1 cubed plus 1 squared plus 1 minus 14. This gives you 1 add 1 minus 14. And this is not anywhere close to 0. So y being 1 is not equal to 0. You can check for when y is negative 1, and let's see what it gives you. Now you also go for the next one. So let's check for when y is 2. So we have when y is 2, we are going to plug it. So we have 2 cubed plus 2 squared plus 2 minus 14. 2 cubed gives us 2 multiplied 3 times is 8. Then this will give us 4 add 2 minus 14. And when you add this is 12 add this 14, take away 14 is equal to 0. So what it means is that y being 2 is one of the solutions that we will need. So now that we have gotten the first value of y as 2, now we are going to get the remaining, but in this case, we are going to be conscious because we only want to get the real solutions of y. So let's check for other solutions. This is the first one. So let's get the rest. So we can take this off. So to get the remaining solutions for y, we are going to use the synthetic division method to do that. So what do? This is what we have. Now we're going to pick the coefficients. For this y cube, using our synthetic division method, take the first coefficient, which is here is 1, the second one is 1, the third one is 1, then pick the constant term, which is negative 14. Now we're going to use this. We have found one solution, so we're going to use one solution to find the rest. So we're going to have 2 here. Now what do? Bring down this one first. Bring down this one. So what we do now is repeatedly we multiply and then add. So let's go with that. So we have already brought this one down. So we are going to now have 1 times this gives us 2. So you write 2 here. Then add this, it gives you 3. Repeat again. 1 times 3 gives us 6. Write it here. Then add this, it gives us 7. Go again. 2 times 7 gives us 14. You write it here and it's positive. So add this and this, it gives you 0. So this 0 it gave is also showing what we have here. It means that this y we got as 2 is a true solution for this. Okay, now that we have gotten this, so we can then use this to form, you know that when you divide a cubic by a linear, it results to a quadratic. So in that case, forming the equation from here, this takes the x squared, this one takes the x, and this becomes the constant. So let's do that together to form the equation. To do that, we have forming the equation, multiply this, it gives you x squared. Then this will give us 3x, remember it's positive, plus the constant term, and this is equal to 0. So because we are conscious of working with real values, we are going to check for the discriminant of this quadratic. So to do that, we have it that discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. And if this is greater than or equal to 0, then we say it is real. In that case, we are going to accept. But if d equals b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, it becomes complex, and in that case we are going to reject. And remember also that your a is the coefficient of your x squared, which is 1, the invisible one here, and your b is the coefficient of s, which is this 3, and finally your c is the constant, which is 7. So we're going to plug this here. To do that, we have d is equal to 3 squared minus 4 multiplies a is 1 multiplies 7. So we have d is equal to 9 subtract 28. And you know that subtracting this gives us a number that is negative and is less than 0. So this is complex solution. So, and because it's complex, let's adjust this. So because it's giving us a complex solution, it means we are going to reject this value of y. In that case, we accept y being 2 as the only real solution, so we accept this solution. Now, with this y being 2 as the only real solution of this cubic equation, we are going to remember what we stated earlier. The question is not on y, but on t. So let's recall what we stated earlier. So we recall that we said 7 to the power of t is equal to y. So in that case, our y is 2. So we now have 7 to the power of t is 2. And because we cannot express 2 in powers of 7, we just need to take the log of both sides. So we have log of 7 to the power of t is equal to log of 2. Now what do you do next? For every log of a to the power of x, the power always multiplies. So it gives you x log a. So this is going to guide us through. So applying it on the left side, we now have use t to multiply, gives us t log 7 is equal to log of 2. To get t, divide both sides by log of 7, divide this by log of 7. So this takes off this, and we now have t is equal to log of 2 divided by log of 7. Now, what do you do at this point? Just quickly remember that for every log of a divided by log of b, it's always log of a base b. So apply it here. In that case, we now have t is equal to log of 2 base 7. So this gives us the value of t. Now we are going to plug in this value of t at the left side of this equation to see if it gives us back. And that is the most interesting part I wouldn't want you to miss. And for you to have watched through this point, it shows you love what you are doing. And I hope you've already given us a thumbs up. Thank you. And let's verify this together to have. To verify, remember this is our t. So we're going to plug it at the left side. So we now have 7. Our t is this. So we have log of 2 to the 7th power plus 7 to the power of 2 multiplies log of 2 base 7 plus 7 to the power of 3 multiplies log of 2 base 7. Will this be equal to 14? Let's see to that. So what do you do? Just quickly remember that this coefficient of this log is the power of the log. So we are going to return it. Remember that when you multiply this, this is multiplying, so it becomes the coefficient. So we're going to return it to become the power of the log. So let's do that together to have. So we now have 7 to the power of log 2 base 7 plus, this becomes the power, so we now have 7 to the power of log 2 power 2 base 7 plus 7 to the power of log of 2 cubed. This also becomes a power, so we have base 7. Will this be equal to 14 at this point? Just quickly need to remember that for each time you have a to the power of log of b base a, it's always equal to this number b, because the bases are the same. So if you plug it here, just look at this, you see that these two are the same, so it's going to give us 2. So from here we now have 2 plus, what do you do next? These two are the same, so it's going to give us 2 squared. These two are the same, it's going to give us 2 cubed. And with this still be equal to 14. So working it out, we have 2 squared is 2 times 2, giving us 4. And this is 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, and that gives us 8. Will this still be equal to 14? Let's simplify to have. So we now have, and this gives you 6, and this is 14. And 14 is equal to 14. So what it means is that the value of t we got as log of 2 base 7 is absolutely correct. And I hope you really learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much, and helping us to share this helps the algorithm to send it to more people that need this skill. Thank you for choosing to learn through us. It means a lot to us. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I hope to see you in my next class. Stay tuned. Till then, bye.